Hey, so what you in the rush got to go do? Go buy something?
Yeah.
What you got to go buy?
My kids at home.
Huh?
My kids at home.
The kids at home by themselves, but you out here to buy something? Get some medicine, right? So let me. When you get sick? Today or yesterday?
I've been sick for a whole week.
For a whole week.
Yeah.
So the way we're gonna get out of this condition is to do what God say do, right? One of the things God say He do is what? I mean, He punished us for not doing what He say do, right? Today is a high holy day. Today is God's Sabbath day. Let's get the Sabbath day in Exodus 20, right? We're gonna show you this is why we're in the condition that we're in.
Bring it out.
And the reason I asked you how long you've been sick, because if you gotta get some medicine today, if you've been sick all week, could have got some medicine yesterday. You ain't got to get it today, right? But let's listen to one thing to show us why we at the bottom, why we keep dying as a people, why we keep being punished, why we on the bottom of the totem pole, brother. Listen to this. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day. Bro, why did God have to tell us to remember the Sabbath day? Why do you think He had to tell us that? Because we were going to forget. We ain't going to remember who we are. We don't know who we are. That's why we don't think this Bible pertains to us. We don't see ourselves in this book. This is our book.
That's right.
We are the children of God. Right? Read. To keep it holy. To keep it holy meaning you got to keep this day separate, brother and sister. You can't go out buying and selling on God's day. He told us not to do it.
That's right.
But then when you get sick, when you lose your job, when things happen to you, then guess what? Now you want to blame everybody else. You don't want to take accountability. We don't want to do what God say do. Read. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So sis, do you understand that? Hey sis, right here, do you understand that? Because we out here to talk. We out here to relate and wake up our people. So it says 6 days we got to do what? To handle our business, to buy, to work, right? 6 days, but on that 7th day, what is the Sabbath day? Put your phone out and look at the calendar. Look at the calendar. Tell me what the 7th day of the week is. Do you know? What's the first day? Sunday is the first day, right? So what will make the 7th? Saturday, right? So today is God's holy day. What does holy mean? It just means separate, something special, right? Does that mean you floating on the cloud? Ooh, no. That means that holy means something separate, special. So we're supposed to keep this day separate from all the other days. This is the day we're supposed to reverence the Lord. Right? That's what the Bible say, right? But they tell us to go to church on what day? That's the opposite of what God said do, right? They let you know these churches don't have our best interests, right? They go against what God said. Read it one more time, brother. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. It said the Sabbath day is the day of the Lord. You understand that? That's why we are here, because I know this young brother, you seeing these men out here, right? We out here for our people. We out here to wake up our people. That's right. Because you're a king, young brother. Right. You're a God on this earth. You just don't know it yet. That's right. That's why we out here to tell you who you are. Read. In it thou shalt not do any work. We shouldn't do no work. So I know we in captivity, because look, how we know we in captivity? Our people came on slave ships, right? Did we ever leave this land? Nope. We still here. So that lets you know what? That we still in captivity. They ain't never said, hey man, listen y'all, all the black people and Native Americans, I'm sorry for having y'all in slavery.
Bring it out.
You ever seen that on the news? I ain't never seen that. Have they ever said, hey, you know what? Hey, you know, we're so sorry y'all. We're so sorry African Americans for having y'all in slavery, for bringing y'all on slave ships. I ain't never heard nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that lets you know what? That they still, in their mind, they know that they have us in captivity. That's right. You understand that? And the reason why is because we are cursed as a people. Right. We cursed. We cursed. Drop that. Let me get Deuteronomy. Let me show you real quick before you leave, sister. I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you who you are in this Bible. Get Deuteronomy 28, start at 15 real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Now, do you know the history of Moses? You know the history of Moses? You know how he led the children of Israel out of Egypt? What were they doing? Children of Israel doing in Egypt? So Moses was leading the children of Israel were slaves in Egypt under the Pharaoh, right? Remember when Moses said, "Let my people go," right? So now, just to give you a brief synopsis, Moses have led the children of Israel out of Egypt. Now they're in the wilderness, right? So he's giving them the laws of God. These are the things that God commanded us to do, right? Just to give you a brief synopsis, but listen to this.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses telling the Israelites, the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, these are the people he's talking to. He said, if you do not listen to what God says, right, and you don't do what he say do, read,
to observe, to do all his commandments.
Now I just like that part of the Bible, but I don't like that part of the Bible.
To do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. And one of them we just read was about today. Keeping God's Sabbath day holy, separate from the rest of the days, right? Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
Oh, blessing.
All these curses.
I'm too blessed to be stressed.
All these curses.
So we curse as a people. That's right. These churches got us blind. They make us feel good for a day. Give me some money. Give me some money. You're going to be blessed. Ah! Right? That's what they do. But the truth of the matter is, read it from the top again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we don't listen to God, keep the Sabbath day, don't go to church on Sunday. He said the Sabbath day, that's today,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So these curses going to come upon our people and overtake our people. Now we're going to go through a few of these curses, and I want you to tell me, does that pertain to our people or to the Chinese or to the Japanese or to the white man? We're going to see what you think, right? This is thus said the Lord. How you doing? How you doing, sis? So we out here teaching our brothers and sisters who we are. How you doing, brother? We out here teaching our people who we are according to the Bible.
Right.
History, archaeology, it's all facts. But we're gonna read you thus said the Lord, right? Sure. So right now, we teaching right now that Moses led the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. What were the Israelites doing in the land of Egypt? Do you know their history? Yeah, out of the land of Egypt. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt? What were they? They were in slavery. You heard that history? Remember Moses said, Pharaoh, let my people go? So listen, so now he's giving this Israelite, he have led them out of Egypt. Now they're in the wilderness. He's talking to the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. Right. Those are the Israelites.
That's right.
Those are the Israelites, our people. So listen to this. So he's giving them the laws of God. He said if you do what God say do, you'll be blessed. You have your own land, you'll be sovereign. These are your blessings. But if you don't do what I say do, you're gonna be cursed. Now if you look around at our people, are we blessed as a people? Are we blessed as a people? Do we own any major manufacturers? Do we own any distribution companies? Do we have farms that we can feed millions? Do we have any economic power? Do we have any military power? Right? No. We're cursed as a people. But let's see what some of these curses are. This is how God is going to show us in the last days who we are according to the Bible. Read.
Give me 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So our sons and daughters were given to another people.
Bring it out.
Now, we know that our people are visible people. That's why we got the signs out here.
Right.
Now, what? Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So, our sons and daughters were given to other people. What did that happen to our people or did that happen to the Chinese people? Our people. Did that happen to the white man or did that happen to our people? What about the Arabs? What about the Czechoslovakians? That happened to our people.
Right.
Anywhere in the history of the world you read any book, any library, you're never gonna read the history of one nation of people going from one side of the earth all the way to another side of the earth with chains on their neck.
That's right.
Right? And once they got here, what happened to us? They beat us. They sold our children. Nigga, they sold to Mr. Johnson over here in South Carolina. But meanwhile, you're in Mississippi. We had no way to go get our children back. But guess what? Let's listen to the Bible. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
It said, the Bible says our eyes gonna look and fail. That means what? Cry.
Bring it up.
Because we had no power to get our children back.
Right.
Y'all know y'all seen these movies out here, 12 Years a Slave. You seen 12 Years a Slave, right? You seen Roots, right? They make these movies about us and we say, oh, that was a good movie. Was it really a good movie? It's telling our history. They're letting us know what they did to us and there's nothing we could do about it, right? Listen, read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Because once they took our children and sold them to all these random white men across the nation, we had no power to get them back. We had no military. We still ain't got no military. We ain't had no economic power. We couldn't come together and say, oh, we're going to put our money together. We're going to get our military. We're going to go to war with these people. We couldn't do that.
Bring it
We
on.
were trying to run away. You know, we were trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? We had to, look, this man got beat for not picking enough cotton. They trying to take this out of the schools. They trying to take this out so our people, our children don't know who we are. They don't remember this history. Read.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
We are oppressed. When we in the fields picking cotton, fruit, peas, vegetables, all this stuff, right? And we couldn't eat none. If we ate some and took it for ourselves, guess what happened to us? They beat us.
Right.
You see that? This is the history of our people. That is in the Bible.
That's
The Bible is telling our people, this is who you are. You are the chosen people of God. You are the Israelites.
Right.
You are my people.
That's right.
And the reason why we're going through this, because we refuse to do what God say do. Drop that. Give me verse 46 real quick.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses, I just gave you one curse. I'm gonna give you some more. But these curses, like this, it's gonna be a sign so we can understand who we are in the last days. Because many of us can't go past Big Mama them. We can't go see our history and be like, oh, you know how the Chinese, I can ask a Chinese person, what's your nationality? He's gonna say Chinese. If I ask you what's your nationality, what you gonna tell me? You don't know. African American. So we two white men. We come from two white men. Leo Scipio Africanus, right? And Amerigo Vespucci. That's where they got African American from. Two white men. Can two white men have a black man? Black baby? How you doing, brother? Hey man, we out here teaching our people who we are according to the book. This good book, the Bible, right? We are the chosen people of God. We are the Israelites. The so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, that's who we are. Right. We are God's chosen people. Don't never let nobody tell you nothing different. But that's where they telling you that different at. In these churches, that's right. They telling you that you just, everybody can go to Christ and everybody can believe. That ain't true. Brother, listen, you are chosen, brother. Listen to this, read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses that our people are under is going to be upon our children, upon us. It said forever. What is forever? Hold on, don't go nowhere. What is forever, brother? Eternity. Till Christ come back and save us out of this condition. That our King got to come back and get us out of this madness. It's going to take divine intervention to get us out of the hand of this white man.
That's right.
We can't do it. How many marches we don't have? How many? We pouting and stumping our feet. Let us go.
Bring
help us. So we, right? Amazing, right? This is what we're doing. Read. Because
thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness of heart.
Hey, brother, what's your name is? Hey, bro, what's your name? Tuan. So listen to this. The reason why we going through the stuff that we going through, man, is because we refuse to do what God say do. It's simple. Once we do what God say do, he's going to be our God. Get Jeremiah 7:23. Let's just prove that real quick. Because we got to understand why we in the condition that we in, why we so down and out, why we feel like there's just no hope, why we can't get no jobs, why we don't have nobody to understand what we're going through, fight for us.
Bring it out.
Why we go to these other nations, the white man, to help us. They the one that put the chains on our neck.
Bring it out.
We going right back to them to say, help us, please. It ain't going to happen. We got to go back to God. Listen to this.
Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice.
God said, obey. God said, obey my voice.
All right.
What is his voice? Doing what he say do.
That's
Today is
right.
God's Sabbath day. We don't supposed to be buying, selling, cooking, and cleaning on this day. Right? This is the Sabbath day. This is a holy day of God. Read.
And I will be your God.
He's gonna be everybody God.
I will be your God.
Do you believe that? God said he only the God of the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans.
Right.
Not everybody. Read that again.
And I will be your God. And ye shall be my people.
We are his people. That's why God punishes us. When we don't do what he say do, he punishes us, man. You think we're just gonna go through the world doing whatever we want to do and there's no judgment for that?
Bring it out.
You understand that? We go around here sleeping with all these different random women, having babies everywhere, and he tell us to marry our women.
Right.
We say, yeah, we should, but I want to do this though. Or he say, keep the Sabbath day holy. Don't be buying and selling on my day. You got 6 days to do your labor and make money and all that, right? But on this day, we're supposed to be serving the Lord. You see what I'm saying? But we say, no, I'm going to just listen to a white man. I'm going to go to church on Sunday. Because you know what? Our people have this man in their mind when it comes to God.
Bring it out.
Right? You ain't going to find nowhere in the Bible that God looks like this.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? This is made up, man. This is an image that they gave us in slavery. This is why we worship the white man. Right? We trying to turn our people back to God. God is a black man.
Yes.
This is in the Bible. Read.
And ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you.
And we shall be his people, because if we do what God say do, he's going to be our God.
That's right.
He's going to protect us. He's going to provide for us.
Right.
He's going to provide for our need. It's nothing we're going to need, and he's our God, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we got to come back to him. You think we're supposed to just be too holy to deal with our people come down? Listen, bro, we are the people of the book.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Read that again. Matter of fact, go to Joel 2:27. Listen to this right quick, bro. Because I want you to understand before you about to go to the store.
Nah, I got matured in the car.
You got children in the car.
Yeah.
All right, they all right, man. We got brothers out here. Read it.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
So he said he's in the midst of these people, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American. He said, I am the Lord, your God. Your God now. So listen, he didn't say everybody. He said your God. Read.
And none else.
That's what the Bible says. So how can it be he's our God and nobody else's? Because he chose us. He chose us. You see what I'm saying? Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 17. Because he chose us. He's our God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The blacks and the Hispanics and Native Americans. That's why it's important for us to do what God say do and come back to his laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. It ain't hard, bro. You keeping the commandment right now and don't even know it. Right? You got a beard on your face.
Right.
A man's supposed to have a beard on his face. Now, another commandment you can keep is to uncover your head while you're in the midst of prophecy. You see that? That's repentance. That ain't even hard, right? It's easy, right? Yep. 17.
4:19.
Now this is what God did for the other nations. The white man, the Chinese man, the Arabs.
Right.
Listen to this.
And let's thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars.
So he gave the other nations the sun, the worship. Now when does the white man go to church? On Sunday. So what do they worship? Sun God. The Bible just said God, our God gave them, what he gave them?
The moon and the stars.
What does the Muslims worship? The moon. The sun, the churchgoers worship the sun.
Bring it out.
Even all the host of heaven should us be driven to worship them and serve them.
He told them, he gave all these other gods to these other nations. That's how our God works. He gave them the moon and the stars to worship. That's why they into horoscopes and all this foolishness, right? We got the only one true living God.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.